Hello, good morning, everyone. Now we are in power sharing, lesson 1, part 3. Remind you what we studied, that ethnic composition of Belgium, ethnic composition of Sri Lanka, neighboring countries of Belgium, neighboring countries of Sri Lanka, and next one, what could happen in situations like Belgium and Sri Lanka. In part 2, we studied about key what majoritarian measures were taken by the government of Sri Lanka to establish the Sinhala supremacy. And today we will focus on after majoritarianism in Sri Lanka became tensed between Sinhalese and Tamils. As a result, the relations between Sinhalese and the Tamil communities strained. Strained means distrust. Distrust increased between Tamils and Sinhalese. As a result, the Sri Lankan Tamils launched parties and struggles for the recognition of Tamil as Tamilians. They started parties, they formed organization, they launched struggles for they had three demands. First, regional autonomy and equality of opportunity in securing education and first demand was to recognize Tamil as an official language like Sinhala. Second demand was regional autonomy. Autonomy means self power. And that where their majority is there, they demanded self power, self rule, self regional autonomy, and equality of opportunity in securing education and jobs. Three demands were there. But their demand for more autonomy to provinces by the Tamils, but their demand more autonomy to provinces populated by the Tamils was repeatedly denied. But one of their demands, which asked regional autonomy, was denied. The Sinhalese were not agreed upon that. By 1980s, several political organizations were formed by the Tamilians. They formed several political organizations around 1980s and demanding an independent Tamil alum in northern and eastern parts of Sri Lanka. They demanded that we want separate state. Alum means state. We want separate state in northern and eastern parts of Sri Lanka. As a result, the distrust between the two communities turned into widespread conflict. Conflict arised between Tamils and Sinhalese, and it soon turned into a civil war. When war is within our country, then it's called civil war. In Hindi, it's called Grey Yudh. That means what happened after the majoritarian measures? There was civil war in Sri Lanka. As a result, thousands of people of both the communities have been killed. Thousands of people. More than 1,000 people have been killed by both sides. Many families were forced to leave the country. Families were forced to leave the country. देश छोड़ के चले गए as refugees. Refugees means those who take shelter in other countries. And many more lost their livelihoods. The civil war has caused a terrible setback to the social, cultural and economic life of the country. और श्रीलंका बहुत ही पीछे चला गया. Now, we saw that Sri Lanka could not accommodate its diversity. वो सबों को साथ में लेकर नहीं चल पाया और उसका रिजल्ट हुआ सिविल वॉर. But today we are going to see Belgium, how Belgium presented a nice example to the world. कैसे बेल्जियम ने दुनिया के सामने एक नायाब नमूना पेश किया. And the topic is accommodation in Belgium. Today I will send you the file related to this topic and homework also. Accommodation in Belgium. Accommodate. What is the meaning of accommodate? क्या होता है accommodation? जैसे मान लिया एक बेंच पे दो स्टूडेंट्स के बैठने की जगह है. बाय द वे अगर किसी दिन तीन के बैठने की नौबत आ गई तो वो दो क्या करते हैं, वो तीन को तीसरे को लेकर एकोमोडेट करते हैं, सामंजस्य करते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड एकोमोडेशन. तो कैसे बेल्जियम ने डच और फ्रेंच दोनों को अपने यहाँ एकोमोडेट किया? यू विल इमेजिन, you'd be amazed how it is the nice example. The Belgian leaders took a different path. उन्होंने एक अलग रास्ता चुना. As you studied that the Sri Lankan leaders took the path of majoritarian measures. They recognized the existence of regional differences and cultural diversities. They felt that diversities is okay. Differences is okay. कोई भी देश है, समाज है, वहां पे differences होगा, लेकिन हमें डिवीजन नहीं करते हुए उनको साथ में लेकर चल रहा है. Between 1970 and 1993, they amended means if the government, the parliament make changes in the constitution, that changes is called amendments. They amended their constitution 4 times. 4 बार उन्होंने अपने संविधान में संशोधन किया, so as to work out an arrangement that would enable everyone to live together within the same country, so that the all people, whether they are French, they are Dutch, they are German, may live under one roof with peace and harmony. The arrangement they worked out is different from any other country and is very innovative. Innovative means very new. एकदम नवीन आइडिया था एक. Here are some of the elements of the Belgian model. Some 4 elements are given here. Number 1, Constitution prescribes that the number of Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. How nice. The leaders decided कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में बेल्जियन और डच और फ्रेंच दोनों मिनिस्टर्स की संख्या इक्वल होगी. Some special laws require the support of majority of members from each linguistic groups. Thus, no single community can make decisions unilaterally. और एक नियम बनाया गया कि कोई भी डिसीजन लेने के लिए दोनों पक्षों के सहमति की आवश्यकता होगी. Unilaterally, no laws can be formed. Unilaterally means एक तरफा, by one side. Many powers of the central government have been given to state governments of the 2 regions of the country. You know the 2 regions, Wallonia region and the Flemish region. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से बहुत सारे पावर को देकर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के काम को आसान करने के लिए दूसरी तरफ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को और ज्यादा ऑटोनॉमी देने के लिए द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स आर नॉट सबऑर्डिनेट टू द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. सबऑर्डिनेट मतलब मींस अंडर. अब स्टेट गवर्नमेंट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के अंडर नहीं थे, उनकी अपनी जिम्मेदारी उन्हें अलग दे दी गई. बोथ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट as well as the state governments had their own jurisdictions, and their jurisdictions had been clearly specified in the constitution. Third, Brussels. You know Brussels, the capital of Belgium, has a separate government. As you know, in India, Delhi is the capital of India and Delhi has a separate government, the government of Delhi. In similar way, Brussels is the capital of Belgium and Brussels has a separate government in which both the communities have equal representation. Same like that in the central government, the number of Dutch will be equal to the number of French. Here also Brussels, the number of Dutch will be equal to the number of French. You know why? As I taught you that there was a special problem in Brussels, that Dutch were in majority in entire Belgium but minority in Brussels, and French were in minority in entire Belgium but majority in Brussels. Both Dutch and the French have accepted their number in both regions. The French-speaking people accepted equal representation in Brussels because the Dutch-speaking community has accepted equal representation in the central government. Dutch ने सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने फ्रेंच को एकोमोडेट किया, फ्रेंच वालों ने ब्रसेल्स में डच वालों को एकोमोडेट किया. एंड द फोर्थ वन इज, एक तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बना, एक स्टेट गवर्नमेंट बना और तीसरा ब्रसेल्स के लिए एक सेपरेट गवर्नमेंट. उसके अलावा देयर इज अ थर्ड काइंड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. दिस कम्युनिटी गवर्नमेंट इज elected by people belonging to one language community, Dutch, French and German speaking, no matter where they live. एक कम्युनिटी गवर्नमेंट का फॉर्मेशन हुआ, कम्युनिटी गवर्नमेंट जो वहां के जर्मन फ्रेंच लोगों के लैंग्वेज ये कल्चर के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए था. Their work is just to protect and foster their culture and language. And this government has the power regarding cultural, educational and language related issues only. No administration, no financial, no legislative. So these are the four elements of the Belgian model. Now I conclude that you might find the Belgian model very complicated. Yes, it indeed is very complicated. Even for people living in Belgium में रहने वालों के लिए भी वो बहुत complicated है. But these arrangements have worked well so far. They help to avoid civic strife. Civic strife means civil war between the two major communities and a possible division of the country on linguistic lines. हो सकता था कि अगर इस प्रकार का accommodation न होता तो बेल्जियम, डच और फ्रेंच दो भागों में बढ़ जाता. When many countries of Europe came together to form the European Union, Brussels was chosen as its headquarters. जब यूरोप के बहुत सारे कंट्रीज ने मिलकर अपना एक यूरोपियन यूनियन बनाया तो वो बेल्जियम से इतने अफेक्टेड थे, इतने प्रभावित हुए कि उन्होंने ब्रसेल्स को ही अपना हेडक्वार्टर चुना. ओके, थैंक्स वेरी मच.